So I've had this GermGuardian running now for a straight 2 weeks, and where it is in our laundry room, so our laundry runs, but the reason I have it in here is because this is also where our cat's boxes are. So I have a traditional litter box in here. This is just a closet that is accessed via an open cat door, and then we have a non-traditional over here in this corner because that cat only likes that corner and will not go in any type of box with any kind of litter. We've tried everything we can imagine. That's what he likes is dog pads, so that's what he's got. Anyway, so two things to point out from a smell perspective, and then the main thing I want to show in the video is the sound. So the fact that this is in a room with two different cat boxes, one of which is exposed, and that it's up high. So you can see it's up at counter level, whereas the boxes, like I said, are down at floor level. I think that's pretty impressive. I wasn't sure if it would work because we don't have any plugs in this room at a low level. This is the only one, and it's up high besides what the washing machine is plugged into, which I obviously can't use. And I wasn't sure if it was going to work because the smell is obviously low and then has to travel up high to be sucked into this, but it works just fine. We've had zero issues in the last 2 weeks, and always had, no matter how clean I kept everything, there was just always, that unmistakable cat box smell. And so that seems to be gone. But I also want you to hear the sound of it because I wasn't sure what to expect. So I'm going to walk closer to it so you can really hear it as close to it as possible. I'm going to be quiet. Okay, so that's the sound standing right next to it. I should also point out, I've got it plugged into the lower outlet on a double outlet because I have this cabinet right up here and I want it to be as low from the cabinet as possible so it could, I guess it sucks in the bad air here and pushes out the sanitized air up here, and I want it to have clearance. I don't know if that's required, but I just did that. So I do have it taking up really both plugs of a double outlet, but I don't use this outlet for anything else. But I think that also shows you how big it is. So it's probably about 1.5 times the size of a standard size outlet. So just be aware of that when you're ordering it in terms of size. But now I'm going to step a little bit further away so you can hear the sound. Now this is just kind of standing in the doorway of the room. You can barely hear it. And then as I step out further, now out of the room, my office, I'm standing in my office now, which is right next to that room, and I want you just to hear how you can't hear it at all. So very impressed with the sound, with the smell management, and so far so good. Excited that hopefully this will be a good long-term solution. It also makes me feel good that not only is it taking care of the smell, but it's actually sanitizing the air. That makes me feel like things are maybe safer in here, so to speak, for us and for the cats. I did also look into ionizers, and from what I have understood, ionizers are not safe for, quote, living organisms, and so they have to turn off when an animal or a human walks into the room, and so they have to have motion sensors and stuff, from what I read. This made me feel better that I could just run this continually, don't have to think about it until the light bulb needs to be replaced, and just let it continually, again, not only freshen the air, but truly clean it. And that I appreciate it. And again, the sound is not a big deal at all. I don't know that I would want to have this in my bedroom, although it's not really a bad sound at all. It's just kind of white noise. But in here, it doesn't make any difference. We aren't bothered by it. The cats don't seem to be bothered by it. That was my big worry, is maybe they wouldn't want to come in here by hearing that, but it doesn't seem to. I don't know if they care about it at all. So that's my review. Great product.
I've been using this GermGuardian air cleaner continuously for about a week now, and I'm not picking up on great differences in the air quality. I got this because for some reason this year I've had winter allergies, and I wanted to see if this made a difference. It kind of has not. I'm still sneezing pretty heavily at times during the day, and I usually sit about 5 or 6 feet away from this. GermGuard electrical UV lighted cleaner, but I wanted to make the video to show you that it does make some noise. That actually instills a little confidence in me that it's doing a job. I'm just not sure how good of a job, and I have no way of measuring that other than my sneezing, etc. So I'll be quiet for just another second and let you hear. So it's noisy, but not annoying. I watch television, read in this room, so it's actually kind of could be considered white noise, so not at all bad, but I want to make sure you folks know that it does make that quiet humming sound. Not sure what else to say about it other than I hope that it's working. I do have confidence in UV lighting and removal of bacteria, so it does make me feel a little bit better, at least, that it's in the room. Thank you.
Okay. Going crazy sniffing, and it's ever since I plugged this in. So now I'm a little confused. Over here, Bubbers. Yep. No, that's not it. How about here? Look. How about here? Here. No? Maybe it's not that. Maverick, here, look. Maverick, come. Maverick. Maverick, come here, look. Over here, over here. Is it here? Is it there? It is there. Yep. Oh, okay. Don't usually do that. Uh-oh, I'm taking off.
This is about 2 feet away. This is about 4 feet away. And this is about 6 feet away.
GermGuardian worked great to eliminate mildew and mold in our shower room until somehow the humidity caused it to catch fire. So unfortunately, it's not safe in mildew in very humid environments.
So this is how noisy this is. It definitely works to clear the air of last night's dinner smells, but it is rather loud.
Sure, it's not.